My name is Artemxs, and the fact that I'm weird is hard to miss. I love that you tuned in today when I say, hello, beautiful people. I hope it puts a smile on your face. Today, we are tapping into a love letter from your soulmate. I have a channeled song. We're going to get a channeled number. There, of course, will be 4 piles today because I refuse to do anything less. Here is a clip of the piles. Feel free to pause the video, meditate, figure out which one is really calling your name. Not your favorite number, not your favorite color, like drawn to, like your soul is like, ooh, that one. I don't know why, but something is telling me to click this one. That is your pile, all right? Remember, if it doesn't fit, it ain't shit. If it doesn't resonate with you, it was not meant for you. Take the parts that resonate, leave the rest behind. Otherwise, you could look in the description bar for the times. So let's get into things. Hello, pile 1. We are tapping into a letter from your soulmate. Whew, okay, pile 1. Let's get our channeled number first before I forget. This is the Angel Number book by Mystic Michaela. For pile 1, I'm seeing a 147. Or is it 174? It's 741. Okay. We have BU. Let me take a picture. Your angels are noting that you feel unacceptable the way that you authentically are. Acknowledge it and see where this feeling originates. Write a journal entry about how you can feel out of place at times. Ask yourself who you are and what makes you feel more authentic. This passage has a typo. That's why I hesitated. And I feel like you feel like that. You feel like your story was written in pen and you want nothing but to go back with some whiteout and like make adjustments to some things. And it's kind of like it doesn't matter what was written because all of that was character development. Now it's about owning yourself and moving forward. And it's so crazy because I vaguely remember pile 1's entry from your person, and I feel like it goes hand in hand with who you are coming through as. 741 BU. That's so interesting. Your channeled song is Her by Meg Thee Stallion. Do I want to pull a few more cards? Maybe just one. Pile 1. Message from their soulmate. Okay, we have number 38 guide, and we just had 411 on the recording time. And 38, 3 plus 8 is 11, which represents balance. It says, you hear the sirens? You know when you're driving and the sirens come on and you have to make way? Make way, make way. I heard 2 songs. Make way, the princess is here. 𝚙𝚐, this beat is automatic, supersonic, hypnotic, funky, fresh. But also, make way, make way. Moana. Make way, Moana. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I feel like something's growing. You know when you gotta make way for something? When you are like planting new crops and you have to pull out the weeds and you have to rake the soil and you have to make way for a seed to have the space to plant roots and sprout. This says a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. I feel like you're going to learn a lot from this connection. They're going to fill you in on the secrets of life. Yeah, let's get into the letter. I feel like your person is older than you. All right, pile 1. Okay, it says, babe, revel in your feminine. Claiming your pleasure or sexuality shouldn't make you feel disempowered. I don't know your need for self restraint, but I'll help you remove those training wheels. I'll frost your flakes and show you what's so great. And will you start looking at yourself through my eyes instead of your own? You are so fucking beautiful with a heart to match. You look incredible as is. Anything you feel the want to add or take away is the cherry on top. But between me and you, I never had a taste for the maraschino ones because fake always left a sour taste in my mouth. But let me leave you with a better impression. Burn the image of my hands all over you into your mind. Grabbing ass, tucking hair, raising your chin, caressing knuckles, interlocking hands. I'm getting distracted. Right now, you're scared to admit what you need. Spending time with me will have you begging on your knees. Clink your heels 3 times when you're ready to be loved. And then, pile 1, we're going to tap into final messages from your person. Pile 1, final messages from their soulmate. Final messages from pile 1 from their soulmate. We have, I want to reach out but don't know how. Oh, I heard pile 1 gets 1 card. Okay, so I want to reach out but I don't know how. I have a feeling they will be guided towards you in just the right way. But as they mentioned, as your channeled number was hinting at, and as you will see listening to your song, you are allowed to take up space and you are allowed to be you authentically. Here we pride ourselves on authenticity over acceptability. Like, people are going to judge you regardless. So don't be afraid to look stupid, and don't be afraid to allow yourself the freedom to pursue whatever your soul chooses, wherever you are deciding to go. My hair in this angle makes me think of Moose from Step Up. I don't know if that is your type for some of you, but it was almost saying like the freedom he feels dancing is like the freedom you should feel to just live or explore or to be curious about things and stuff. I hear like you're curious about certain products, but you're like, what if it'll make my hair frizzy and dry? Or what if it makes my face react? Or what if it does this? And you're thinking of all these negative scenarios, but it's like, what if you find your new favorite cleanser? What if you find something to look forward to? Like, there's so many wonderful surprises still waiting to be revealed within you. You don't know yourself as well as you think you are. There was a quote that was like, labeling yourself everything you're not holds you back from discovering who you could be, or something of the sort. So this is what I have for you, pile 1. If you like the vibe, subscribe to the tribe. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 2. So we are tapping into, I got distracted because I saw 1331 in the recording time, and for me that's like a twin flame message, a soulmate message, divinely guided counterpart message. And we are typing into messages from your soulmate, so it's just like extra confirmation. If you feel as though out there somewhere is your life partner, soulmate, written in the stars connection, that's definitely coming through for you. So we are going to tap in and find you a channeled number. I have a channeled song. We have a channeled letter from your person. And then I might pull some cards to find any like additional information. I also just seen 1414 on the recording time, which to me is like a mirrored set. What do I want to tap into first? Let's get the number. For pile 2, we are using the Angel Numbers book by Mystic Michaela. I see 9, 2. Is that a 5 or a 7? I think that's a 7. A 7 was also a number in pile 1's channel number. What did I say? 927? Is it 972? 7. I think it's 729. Okay, let me take a picture so you can see what I'm seeing. Can you see what I see? Okay. Appreciate life. Be joyful today. Your life is joyous. You are loved beyond measure by unseen forces, and you are here to do great things. Celebrate this life by planting flowers that attract and help wildlife. As you see the flowers being used, feel the gratitude and appreciation you have for this journey you are on. I'm under the impression that some of you have tried to go vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian or something, because it's hard for you to come to terms with the fact that you have to eat animals, or like that's a normal cycle or something of the sort. And I'm hearing that in times where you do have to eat meat, where it's kind of like you have no other choice, you're gonna starve or you're gonna be super hungry, this is the only thing accessible and available, or whatever, you know, you rationalize your senses with, kind of just pray over the food. Like, I think this animal for its sacrifice to help with my nourishment, because everything is part of a cycle. So as long as you're paying it forward, where again, it's like planting trees or petitioning for the bees or something, as long as you're doing your part to play it forward, it will like balance out your karma. You don't have to like harbor and hold on to that, just so you know. Also, your channeled song is Rock With You by Ashanti. If you don't know that song, I would not be surprised, actually, because that's the energy I was getting when I tapped into that song. For some of you, it's rare. It's not something you've come across often, which is like the love that was coming in. All right, let's tap into this soulmate more. The message from pile 2 soulmate, or the soulmate, pile 2 soulmate. Tell me any more information. Okay, we have number 19, Atlantis. It says rapid development, excellent success. Number 19, 9 plus 1 is 10, which comes down to 1. 1 represents new beginnings. With success, rapid development, excellence, it makes me think this connection is going to be very high quality. It's successful because it's divinely guided, because like I mentioned, it's written in the stars. Atlantis was ahead of its time. This is a connection, like a love interaction that's not familiar. With rapid development, it's like when things are going good, they just move quickly. So when you meet this person and you guys quickly move in, or are quickly making people emergency contacts, or things seem like they're moving fast, and in any other connection it would seem crazy. If you feel safe in this connection and it's developing at a speed, don't feel hesitant or don't feel the need to like pull the brakes. It's going this fast, I guess you could say, because it's effortless, because you feel safe here, because it's very, again, divinely guided, peas in a pod, like it's a fit, it's a match, it's a set. It's also giving me Pisces energy, Aquarius energy coming from the cards. Okay, so pile 2. The message from your soulmate. Baby, this never occurred to me, this reality. A forever type of thing. I can see me just melting into you, decaying right under the warmth of your cove, with a smile on my face as if just inhaling your essence was enough. Just t-shirt and panties cuddled up all day. I'm thankful to have ever known you, but I would love to always know you. Will you just stay by my side? I'm grateful for knowing you now, instead of knowing you never, but I would have loved to love you sooner rather than any later. You are always on my mind. I see why I had to wait, because otherwise I would only have ever known you. You really are the cause and cure. I'm lovesick. Nurse me back to health. I'm weak, and you hold the fountain of youth. Don't go anywhere, okay? We're a package deal now. Production says we're sold better as a set. It's me and you. It's me and you. Okay, so any final messages? I just seen 22:22 on the recording time. Any final messages from pile 2's soulmate? The energy is so like, you know, they were like asking you to marry them, right? That's the only group I got with anything marriage related, anything like long term. I mean, I'm tapping into soulmate energy, so it's all kind of long term, but like this was a different kind of investment. Like the energy was that they never saw this reality. They never seen them marrying someone or wanting that type of lifestyle. And they meet you. And with you, it's kind of like, let me re-examine everything I've previously thought. We have I regret what I did to you. One more card. Pile 1 only got one of these cards, by the way. And, you know, you're pile 2, so you'll get 2 cards. One more card for pile 2, please. We have I'm ready for commitment. With I regret what I did to you, it's like distracting me. Because I'm not under the impression that you met this person before, but with I regret what I did to you, it's giving me like them not being ready, them making you wait, just like the growing period. Because maybe at times you thought there would be union and then it was a little more time apart, because it's kind of like you leveled up and grow and then they had to reach your level to grow, and like, you know, it was kind of like taking steps. So regarding what they did to you, it's kind of like making you wait. Because for some of you, you didn't want to date anyone else. You knew intuitively, or you're connected to your spirit guides or whatever the case may be. You knew that there was somebody out there. Yes, this is exactly what I was getting. You knew there was someone out there for you. And it was kind of like, what am I seeing? A metal detector. And it's like, boop, boop, boop. And then when it's your soulmate, it's like, boop, 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 boop. So I regret what I did to you is like making you wait. They wanted to be sure that they were like healed. I mean, no one can ever be perfectly healed, but like majority healed. They didn't want to like put baggage on you and stuff like that. They wanted to be extra sure. So in times where you were like, I could feel their energy, they're close, they kind of pulled back, because it's like, I want it perfect. I want to be sure. They want you to have like the best love story is what I heard. And then when I went to clarify, I regret what I did to you, I really do care even though I don't show it. Which was the energy I was picking up. I really do care even though I don't show it. they're not in your life yet. They're not actively pursuing you, so it seems like they don't care. But it's because that they care. It's because they care about you so much. They didn't want to play the hot and cold energy. They rather you got hot and cold energy from their spirit than hot and cold energy in the 3D. Like, they'd rather you felt them pulling away in the 5D, where it's kind of like, I'm ready, I'm about to approach you. Wait, I'm not ready yet. Yeah, I'm ready. Let me you know, divinity, do what you do. Oh wait, I'm not ready. Don't call her yet. Don't call her over. I'm not as prepared as I think I am. So this person wants you to know that they've been doing all this work to be ready for commitment. And although it seemed like they were kind of playing with your emotions, again, in a 5D sense, where it's kind of like you were like, okay, spirit, I'm ready for union. They're ready for union. Call them over. And then spirit comes back and is like, they said they're not ready. They said they don't want your number. They said it's too soon. They said, let's play hard to get. Whatever the case may be, you know, there was still that distance. So they regret you having to like yearn for this love and it not being ready for you when you were ready for it. But they have been, you know, toiling away at themselves, mastering themselves, getting a high sense of self-love, self-esteem, self-worth, getting ready for you, to be ready for the commitment of being with you long term, of this being an excellent success. So this is what I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the vibe, subscribe to the tribe. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye! Hello, pile 3. So we are tapping into a message from your soulmate. I will also tell you a channeled song that came through. I'll get you a channeled number, and then I'll pull any additional cards if I feel called to do so. So for you, everyone else, I started out with their number. For you, I'm gonna start with your song. Your song is Try Again by Aaliyah. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2. Frick it. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step 2. Okay, anyway. What would you do to get to me? What would you say to have your way? Would you give up or try again if I hesitate to let you in? Tell me about this energy. Honestly, I was picking up on X energy, which is probably why I was supposed to tell you your song first, so you could get some type of forewarning before we tap more into the energy. Because some of you are like, let me click off right now. I don't even care what they got to say. And that is totally acceptable, because I almost didn't even channel the energy coming in, because I was like, oh, X? Let me not even entertain this mess. But then I was like, hold up. Let me rewind and remove my prejudices from the situation. Because sometimes when people spin the block again, it was better than the first time. They learned something, you know? So I let them come through. So pile 3, tell me about the message from this soulmate. And when I say soulmate, I'm not saying twin flame. I'm not saying your future husband. Like, you don't have to claim a soulmate, because soulmates come in different forms. You know, they could be a romantic love, which is obviously the energy I'm tapping into, but it could be like your best friend, your sister, your mom. You know, there's different levels to these things. So you don't have to claim this ex as somebody more. You don't have to give people the benefit of the doubt if you do not want to. Ooh. The way the cards just threw themselves on the floor. I said, you don't have to give them a chance if you don't want to. And all the cards fell on the floor. And it gave me the impression that they were about to throw a tantrum. Like, nah, I didn't do all this work for nobody to witness my growth. You got me messed up. Pile 3. Oh, that's so funny. All right, we got endurance. Keep going. Number 43, which comes down to 7. 7 for me comes down to spiritual interaction. But I think this is funny that it says endurance, keep going. Because if they are your ex, it's kind of like, oh, y'all did that. Been there. And it's like, no, keep going, keep trying again, try again, Aaliyah. Like, it just is all full circle for me. And then I just seen 3131 on the recording time. I feel like this is this person where it's very much like, it feels like they're beating around the bush and you're just like, just get to it. Just deliver the message. Just what was happening. Speaking of which, I almost forgot the number. So this is the Angel Numbers book by Mystic Michaela. I see a 3 or a 5. I'm not sure which. It's either 311 or 511, I think. 311. Let me take a picture because I could only have somebody read it to me if I could see it myself. It says, rewards. All your hard work has been noticed. The efforts you've been putting into your life are not unnoticed by your angels. The work you've done that has seemingly gone unrecognized by others. Didn't I say that? Didn't I just say that they threw a tantrum because they did? I didn't do all this work for nobody to witness my growth. And this says, the work you've done that has seemingly gone unrecognized by others will now be rewarded in a way you need it most. Visualize yourself accepting the reward with gratitude and love in your heart. And then I just seen 3311 on the recording time. Like, the magic is magicking, all right? This person, this energy is coming back a changed man, like a changed woman person. There has been growth. There has been maturity here. I feel like I got some of y'all. Some of y'all are like, I just seen 3333 on the recording time. Some of you are like, I still don't believe it, but like my ear perked up a little bit. I'll listen to what they got to say. Like, just send me the letter. Just tell me the message. Just write me the text. Okay. Pile 3, mamas. And when I say mamas, it's making me think of, I know his name in real life. I think his name is Manny Santos. And he played, I don't know, but the way he says it.
Hey, mama. How you feeling, mama? Come on, ma. It's too good.
But anyway, mamas, you make me want to do better. And I try to. I do take steps. But if you were teaching me how to swim, you are mad at me for not feeling ready to be in the deep end. But when did you teach me to float or be in a position to feel safe? There are levels to this, and I need your patience. Never did I say I don't want this. I've never had to meet someone at their level, and I'm not opposed. I welcome the challenge, but I need credit for effort. This is more than some new material. This is unheard of discoveries. I'm not a scrub. I'm just in a transition period. And are you with the baller, the rapper, the potential before he gets signed or only after? Let me know now. Because I may be doing this for me by ways of you, but if you ain't waiting, then I could take my time and drag my feet. Root for me. I need you jogging with me, not just waiting for me at the finish line. I'm a visual learner. Supply me with hands-on training. I'll even stay after hours for extra credit. Just spend more time on me, not less. Let my consequences not be a 2-week suspension, but smother me in attention. Don't take your eyes off of me. Pile 3, final messages from their soulmate. Final messages from their person. That suspension line really jumps out at me because when you get in trouble and you get suspended, you get 2 weeks off of school. You don't got to do homework. You don't got teachers in your face. You don't got loud ass classmates. You get the comfort of being in your own home. How is that a punishment? Then you got to come back to school and make up work. But if you're someone who is easily distracted in school, you know, knows they're not going to get good grades, then it's nothing, you know? Sometimes you see a kid act out and you think they're just trying to be bad. And sometimes they're acting out because that's the only way they know how to ask for attention. And obviously we're not talking about a kid, but it's the same fundamentals. Where they're just like, don't ease up on me. I'm being bad. Get out the ruler. Like, yes, it says, I'm sorry I hurt you. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. Which confirms that X energy. I feel like sure in the past a 2-week suspension worked, because again they're sorry they did hurt you. They didn't realize what they had until it was gone. It was gone because you had that distance from them, that disconnect. But moving forward, they're like, that's not gonna work. When you're gone, it's out of sight, out of mind, because I had to learn to get over you once. So don't push me away again. That's what I heard. It says, I'm afraid of commitment. And we have, they will never compare to you. Yeah, you was gone. They were distant from you. They were like, well, they wanted space. So let me see what else is out here. Let me see what other fish is in the water. And they were like, ew, what the fuck is this? All these tilapias, this man-made fish. Like, no. Nothing will compare to my... Or I feel like they're in the ocean. And they're like, what is this saltwater body bitches? I miss my freshwater fish. That's you. Your breath of fresh air. But yeah. This is what I have for you. I feel like the other groups was a little nicer, but again, it's because I'm a little bit like X energy. They did come back change. I do feel like they're a new person, and I feel like you're also someone who's a little distant, a little hesitant, a little trying to keep them at arm's length because you don't know if you could trust the energy that they're coming back in. But I feel like if they show you different, then you provide them with a different interaction. Like, they kind of, it's giving me, they served their time, they did their crime, served the time type of energy. Like, if they already went to jail and they already did the time, don't keep punishing from them for the crime. And if that's something you don't see you could get over, then obviously, like, tell them that and disconnect from them and cut that soul tie so they don't feel like they still have a chance. But if you're someone who's able to leave the past in the past and, you know, move accordingly, then take the steps you called to take. Make the moves you drawn to make. Follow your heart. Logically, it's like, oh yeah, well, I don't want to be out here looking stupid or blah, 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 blah. Like, just follow your heart and interact with the things you love in a different way. And what I mean by that is, if you love something, you shouldn't be trying to curse it out, call it stupid, make it feel shame, blame, lame, whatever, call it names. You should be trying to rise, make it grow, support it, give it love, you know? Okay, but this is what I have for you, Pile 3. If you like the vibe, be sure to subscribe to the tribe. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye! Hello, Pile 4. So we are getting a channel message from your soulmate, a channel number, a channel song, and then pulling any additional cards that may pop out. What's funny is that this accent accidentally came out because a word got stuck. But I actually did channel the fact that your person was coming through as someone who did not speak English as their first language. And obviously British is just English, but it's not American English, you know? It's not your dominant language. So let's tap in. Your channeled song is Almost Doesn't Count by Brandy. And when I had picked that song, it read 11:22 on the clock. So I find that interesting. Master numbers. And then we are tapping into a little bit about your soulmate, what I can pick up from this one card. Pile 4. Damn. So I find it interesting that pile 3 also had this little like tantrum moment with the cards, but when it came to them, it just kind of like threw itself on the floor. With your cards, it kind of like was a moment at the top and then went for it. It makes me think of when you're on a diving board, like you jump on the board and then there's a moment before you end up in the water, you know, the whole time you're falling. With this person, I feel as though this is the moment right before everything changes and transitions. Like these are the last few weeks of you being single. Or if you're already in a relationship, this is like the moment before you're engaged, the moment before you have a baby, like the moment before you buy a new house or move across the country. It's just the moment before everything changes. And you'll look back and think how you can kind of reference it, or you can kind of see the moment everything changed. Because you ever meet a friend and you've been friends with them for so long and you're like, oh, I don't even remember how we became friends. I don't even remember how things changed from strangers to something more. And that's this connection. Things are just so smooth. It's almost like you don't even see the transitions. Pile 4. Pile 4 soulmate. What can you tell me about pile 4? We got 2 cards, but I'm going to keep the top one. It says number 25, which comes down to 7, the Selkie and her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. And here we do pride ourselves on authenticity over acceptability. I feel like in this connection, this love is very freeing. You see yourself, someone else sees you, and that's not something you want to run from. That's something you want to like nestle in. Did we get a channeled number? I don't think so. Pile 4. Pile 4's channeled number. I see 453 or 435. 435. Let me throw it up so you know. It says, goodbye. The chapter has ended. The present moment is one that requires you to say goodbye. It's okay to be sad, to mourn what was. Your angels hold you at this time. Repeat this mantra. I allow myself to heal at my own pace. Saying goodbye, that reminds me of what I just said, which is saying goodbye to your last few single days, your last few days before you get married, the last few days before you become a parent. Like you're saying goodbye because something is transitioning. Saying goodbye to your old house as you move into your forever home, like something is changing. And then I did just see 48:55 on the recording time. I find that so interesting. With reclaiming your authenticity, it's like you're shedding the parts of you that no longer resonate with yourself. All right, let's and we have 12:44 on the clock. Let's get into the final letter, your letter from your soulmate. As I mentioned, I was picking up on the energy that English is not this person's first language, so I might channel an accent just for authenticity purposes, but nevertheless, it says, my love, I'm sure, both about you and the fact that I am not ready. The time to fall for you was never the problem. That happened instantaneously. The time is to wrap my head around the fact that this is the first day of forever. In a world full of variables, to imagine you will be a constant seems far-fetched. I feel I don't deserve you. The thought of being your partner makes me feel like it's something I could never live up to. Don't think I'm out here finding anyone but myself. I'm looking out there to find what you see in me. You remind me why I do this. When thinking of me, please be reminded that there is only you for me. I may be asking for a lot, but wait for me. I'll make it up to you. I'll wash all the dishes for life. Just promise me you'll find me in the future. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I love you enough to fix things now before resentment and irreconcilable differences shatter our potential at perfection. Give me time to grow up. I can promise you I will love you in all my stages and through all your forms. Have faith in fate, because we are written in the stars, my love. Okay, so I'm going to get any final messages from your person, from your soulmate pile 4. Any final messages? With the way your letter was set up and reclaiming your authenticity, the sucky in her skin, it gives me the impression of your person doing what's necessary to feel, you know, authentic, to feel like there's not something they have to hide or not shame or, you know, trying to get their ducks in a row. I underestimated how important you are in my life. You're pile 4, so I'm going to get 4 cards. Too many cards. All right. I underestimated how important you are in my life. That gives me the impression that walking away from you, if they did know you and it was kind of like right person, wrong time, was never an easy thing for them. It's easy to feel like you're on top of the world when there's someone who loves you and supports you and is in your corner, and not having you that close by, or them not knowing if you're on good terms or bad terms, is just like they didn't realize how they knew you were their everything, but like to see it acting out in real life is like something else. I get the impression that they think, again, out of sight, out of mind, because they're not there, you might forget how important you are to them, and vice versa. You feel like they'll forget about you. But remember in the letter, there is only you for me. When thinking of me, please be reminded there is only you for me. I feel like you think because they're away from you, they'll forget about you. And then we have, I've been working, and life, you know, comes in and life distracts you. My sister keeps texting me right now. I'm trying to respond to you guys. I have to transfer her money. We're talking about groceries. So I feel like in the midst of life, there are distractions. There are things that are trying to keep you from having this as your focus. And when it comes to your life, it's nice to have distractions because, you know, then you don't have to focus on the distance between you two. But for them, it's like they can never forget about you because you're like the fuel to why they do this. And then I've been working on myself, and I'm not the same as I was before, which is very much the energy of trying to be more authentic, trying to have more self-love. If this, for some of you, is someone you knew in the past, they're not who you know anymore. They've matured, they leveled up, they own their weird now, they accept their differences. Exactly. It says, I'm ready to take my mask off. You know, they used to hide behind the image of what they thought other people want them to be, or they had external validation meant a lot to them, and going on this journey of really figuring out who they are and getting a sense of themselves has them ready to take their mask, has them different from before, has them growing up, has them being more mature. It says, you're worth more to me than I let on. So don't think them leaving you or distancing themselves from this connection was them rejecting you. That was them loving you so much that they know you deserve better. You're worth more to me than I let on, of course, because you're their muse, you're their inspiration, you're their reason why they do all of this. But this is what I have for you, pile 4. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the vibe, be sure to subscribe to the tribe. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye!